week around here, and this morning we're tackling easy home fixes that everyone should know, whether you're moving into your first place or have been a homeowner for years. These simple tips can save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. So here to walk us through them is HGTV star Michael Holmes Jr. Hi.
Hey. How's it going today?
All right, where do we begin?
So there's a lot. Homes can be overwhelming, whether it's your first home or you own a home. I mean, you both know. Lucky for you, you got Mark, who's very handy.
Yes, very handy.
First and foremost, water. Water can be our best friend or our worst enemy when it comes to owning a home. So you need to know where your water main is. Now, we do have a picture of the water main. So you can see here we have the shutoff. This is a shutoff valve. Its whole job is to allow water in or to keep it out. So when it's shut off, it's going to stop any leaks from happening. Now, in your house, you should have a shutoff under every sink. Doesn't always happen. So if you don't know where your shutoff is, find it, because if there is a leak that does happen.
And if you did know where it was 15 years ago, go back and see if you remember where it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you turn it off and it leaks, that's a problem too.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, what's next?
We have our breaker. So this little guy here is what protects your home from fires. It's what tells your breaker panel, which we brought a picture of as well. So this is your breaker panel, and it's going to control every circuit in your house. So your lights, your outlets. Now, if something's plugged in and it trips your breaker, this is going to sit in the center. Now, a great way to find out if it's tripped is to run your hand along. If one of those feels a little off, probably the tripped one, you turn it from off to on again, it's back on. Now,
but does that risk something?
No, not as long as the cover's on there.
Okay.
You don't want to be messing with the panel. But if the cover's on there, you should be safe. And then if that keeps tripping, that's your sign to call an electrician.
That's right.
Air filters.
Air filters. Now, I know everyone's super excited about air filters, so this is why we brought it today. Working at home now, you're spending more and more time indoors, so you want to make sure that your air is filtered in your house. So whether it's air conditioning or your furnace, it's going to be pumping through an air filter. Now, especially with the wildfires, it's affecting our air quality. You want to have a good filter in your home. If you don't know where your furnace filter is, chances are it's clogged up and your lungs are filtering that dirty air for you. So go change it.
Okay. All right, we've got to take a break. We're going to have more easy home fixes when we return. We're back with HGTV star Michael Holmes Jr. He's teaching us some easy home fixes everyone should know. Okay, what's next?
Next is probably like the grossest one. Now, how many times have you gone to the bathroom sink and you're like, it's not draining properly?
It's not draining fast enough. You know it's an issue.
So this is your bathroom sink drain. Here's the stopper here. What often happens is, when we're brushing our hair, brushing our teeth, all that gunk goes down the drain. So we want to spin the top off. Yeah, it gets worse. This is where my wife's like, she's like, honey, put on gloves. You deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. And I'm like, I'm a contractor. We'll do it bare hands, and then we'll just wash our hands after. But the hair will get caught up in here. And it is pretty gross. You want to pull that out. Now, if it's not working, if you're like, okay, I pulled out, it's still having a hard time draining, this is where it gets really gross. So we've got the P-trap. Its job is to stop any sewer gases from coming up through your sink. So water sits here to stop those gases from coming up. Now, what also sits there is all that gunk and hair that goes down the drain and collects. So get a bucket, and get gloves. Open it up, and you're gonna open that up. And then, so once that's open, you're gonna wanna let the water and any gunk, I know it's pretty gross. And then you're gonna wanna get it in there, really pull that stuff through. Make sure when it goes back on, you close it up nice and tight.
They have this stuff that you can just pour in there. I saw the commercial. You pour it in, and then it just dissolves everything, and it's like a miracle.
No, it's a
miracle.
Kelly, if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. You don't want to use that stuff on your sink. You got to get in there, get your hands dirty. And that's why. Yeah, I know. I get it.
This is one of the ones I learned early on.
Yes.
Early on. Running toilet, right?
Yeah, you're like, why do I hear water running in my bathroom? Okay, so we have our flapper valve right here. And as you can see, we have the chain that controls the flapper valve. So when you flush the toilet, this is what allows the water from the tank to go down to flush everything from that toilet bowl down. This can get caught up sometimes, and that can allow water to just keep going and wasting water, costing you more money in your energy bills. What can also happen is the water levels in your tank might be a little too high. You can adjust that through this little dial right here and lower that, because your overflow is going to allow water to go down the drain. And again, flushing your money down the drain as well. Now, if none of those work, call a plumber, because you don't really want to start messing with the toilets too much.
Especially they look a little different these days than they did when I was a kid.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
the way-
that rubber flap, and that was it.
Everything was made better back then.
Yeah.
Right?
The way I've done it for centuries, and I'm sure many of you will agree with me, when the water is running, you just do this,
That sometimes works.
and
yeah.
then a miracle occurs.
So the technical term there is you jingle it. So
You
just,
jingle it.
Just give it that.
Jingle
And
it.
you must have tools around the house.
Must have tools for sure. I mean, your hammer. You need a hammer. Sometimes if something's not working, you might just want to give it a bang.
Okay.
Right? Hanging a picture, if you're not well versed with the screwdriver or a drill, a hammer is your best friend.
Okay.
Now, a drill is secondary because if you are handy, I'm sure, Mark, you've probably got a lot of tools laying around the house. Drill's great to have, a screwdriver with multiple different heads for the bits, because if you need to access anything, change anything throughout the house, and then also a level to make sure when you do hang a picture, you hang anything that is level or plumb.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Got it.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
For more
Thanks being
information
here.
like this, head to our website.